Women of Power, Spider-Man OG target, Mangog target, and Moleman target. That's what we're going to do in this video. It's a bit more condensed down from yesterday's. Of course, yesterday's video was more of a big guide, a big kind of objectives guide, everything. So what I want to do is make a quicker guide that kind of just focus on those three things. That's four, Richard. Three things. Number one, OG Spider-Man target. Of course, there's various different types of places you can go in game, but I recommend going to Road to Labyrinth, which is in your special quest, hitting up the first chapter, then round 3, click on it, go into the quest, using your Black Cat, and of course doing that kind of method that I said in that video that, look, you might need a lower rated Black Cat in order to not over damage this, but it's a 2-star Spider-Man you can go and face. Of course, use Black Cat, but make sure that you don't absolutely obliterate, because you do need access to kind of like bleed the enemy down. So make sure you're kind of like looking at the health pool a bit more. I did struggle a few times with this, but once I used my 4-star version against this, it was a bit better. So that's the first one. Next up is Moleman. So my recommendation is to search Toop. So you can do this quite easily just by searching Toop like that, scrolling down, and you find yourself a 4-star dual target, which I've been already kind of like hammering a bit at. That is a great option if you want to do that. We're trying to find some more, but this is one of the best ones. I'd say use your dual target energy on that for the day, because the Mangog one is a little bit more complex. There is an easier option, so I personally recommend, I know some people will say the dual target, go for that one. My recommendation instead is to take Valkyrie and any rarity of Valkyrie and go and auto fight through the Mangog in Contender, which will be, I think it's 3 times you do that one, doing 3 times in the Proven, so that will get you up to 6, and then do Conqueror, which will get you up to 9, and by the time you've done that, you may have done some of the harder quests of that one, but at least you're grabbing units at the same time. But also, if you're like, well, Rich, that only makes 9. Of course it does. And you need to do it for 10. Then there's a dual target. And by the time, you know, it's the next days come around, which will probably be like, I don't know, like Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Look, you can always go and search the following. So you search HA, HAO. So Hahao. And you find yourself a 5-star version, which is a rank 1 at level 24, right at the top there. And yeah, just go and smash it that way. So that's my recommendation right there. As I've said, there is a spreadsheet guide that I did yesterday in, I think it's in the link in the description. I'll try and have it in the link in the description, which just goes over some options and also some advice, general tips when it comes to the event. Mainly because you've got to use 2 stars. You've got to be very, very careful with it. But also think about how much you want to invest into it. Is it worth your time? Do you want to be grinding something else? Look, these are quintessential things you actually. Are you burning through your energy? Because you may be like, well, I want to use my energy for something else. And I'm like the same, I'm under the same ilk. I'm kind of like, well, to be honest, I should be looking to finish off Thronebreaker difficulty so I can do a Paragon Gauntlet guide. But kind of like, you know, just do the quest in general. So those are the questions one has to ask themselves, as well as other content. There's so many other things. Battlegrounds on. Incursions has come back. So yeah, lots of things to do. That indeed has been the video. Thanks very much for all the love and support that you guys give. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to check out some other content, which will be located on screen right now. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely day and bye-bye.